Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damien Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Bulldozes past him, and he works free. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there for the Patriots.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. Now a first down carry for Harris. He'll get it to the 40. He broke a tackle there but couldn't get much further. Brought down by DJ Wanham.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A quick throw here out to Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake, Mon. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's brought down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Mond. Eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Mond. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Third down from the gun, it's Mond. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Patriots are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Now Jones. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Mond now off of play action. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play there on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Mon. The quick slant caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Bond going to throw it. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
They'll run with Harris, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From just shy of midfield, Jones. And his throw here's incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Hunter Henry. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And they go play action here. Mon. And this is caught. It's Brown. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
122 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. A give to Harris. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And, Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards. I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out of a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Finding room to the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots have moved out in front. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. Jones keeps it himself. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And just a yard to go here on second down. And to give this time to the tailback. He's got room to run past the 20. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. 95 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They run the counter. McMullen, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two, because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mond looks to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll drop to throw. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Pats are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
166 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Jones throwing on 1st down. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Harris. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll try and run with Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Mond's throw complete there to Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st down, McMullen, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll keep it on the ground. McMullen, he'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
There with a tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Second and 9. Now back to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And his kick here is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Throwing, Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Jones now on first down. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's got some space here. Touchdown! Hunter Henry. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, here's Mon. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Second and goal from the 1. They run again with Harris, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it.